Welcome back, folks, to the Millennium Bowling Supply YouTube channel. Here today with the Wolverine Dark Moss. Layout is up on the screen. It's pinned under my middle finger. I'm going to try to throw a couple maybe near the track here to start. So that one, the high hard one. So we'll try to put another one kind of near the track here. Pretty good shot. Yeah, so able to keep it around 10. With the pin down, this ball doesn't necessarily like to be that straight with that little rotation. I kind of have to make sure I hit it still, even though I'm rolling it a lot. The larger pin buffer for me was kind of a decision to try and help combat some of the wet, dry conditions I've seen here the last month or so. I've always liked the pin down symmetrical pearl for wet, dry stuff. That type of ball in this kind of layout for me helps me sort of still be able to come off of the friction, but I get a little more forgiveness if I miss in, because it doesn't really want to hook early. And I got around that one a bunch, but I got it in the oil and it sat there. So we're just kind of inch left here, throw 10 or 12 good shots. I missed inside again and hit it more, so it did not hold. The Wolverine Dark Moss does feature the same cover stock formula that was on the blue one. That's S70 Pearl, 900 global numbers. Those cover stocks according to strengths. This one's kind of middle of the road. That was a better shot, actually got to the right. Same core as the original Wolverine as well. That's the Lacerate 2.0 weight block, so kind of a mid to mid-high RG and high diff core. RG's 2.54, differentials 0.053 and 15 pounds, which is what I throw. Moved in and missed in there and got away with it, so the pin down symmetrical for me kind of gives me the forgiveness in the middle part of the lane, and the fact that this is a pearl ball, it'll still kind of peel off of the friction if I get it right. So kind of in between there, not super in where it went high flush, but not super right where it peeled, just sort of in that in-between spot, and I did get the hit. So this type of ball for me on sort of a more cliffed, either developed pattern or a house shot, gives me a pretty big continuation window and doesn't force me quite as far left as a pin-up symmetrical ball or something asymmetrical drilled either way. And moved in, missed in again, got away with it. The pin down asymmetrical balls torque up and still hook, and the symmetrical ball not having that same sort of built-in PSA or intermediate differential doesn't tend to do the same thing for me. So might be running into that ball's limitations on the fresh here. We'll inch back right and throw a couple more good ones before we get into the comparison with the original Wolverine. That's the blue one. It's close. Good shot. So we're going to try to open the angle up here just a little bit, see if we can get it to kind of peel back off the friction. Okay, one more good shot here, and then we'll get into the comparison with the original Wolverine. And tried to parallel in there and did not come off of it. So first shot here with the blue Wolverine. So we're trying to throw the green Wolverine in the same spot as the blue one. See if we can get it to come off of it. And much smoother. It didn't wind up and bounce like the blue one did. It sort of rolled up and sort of walked it there, where the blue one, you saw it spin up and just like someone kicked it. So I'll throw another one from the spot. Same spot there, just to see the shape difference. Overall strength, probably really close. The blue one's probably able to go left to right a little more, handle a little more angle. Mostly due to the layout. You can see the move down the lane is just way bigger. And back to the Dark Moss. Again, same spot. And you see the green one just a little bit smoother. Pinch further in the lane, a pinch smoother. Did not quite hook in the right spot to get the 10 out. So the green one a touch further down the lane and a touch smoother. Did not quite hook enough to get the 10 out. So we're gonna move in with the blue one and see if I can get the green one back from there. Yeah, busting them open with the blue one's pretty easy. Just keep speed soft, give it time to read the back, and it's there. I suspect the green one will 10 pin here. We're moving in off of where it 10 pinned before. Oh, so just able to get there. The pin to PAP is actually pretty close on these. The Wolverine's probably 3 3/4. The Dark Moss, or I'm sorry, 4 3/4. The Dark Moss is probably 4 1/2. But that up and down makes a big difference with the total differential. So the total differential on the Dark Moss, probably close to 4.6, 4.7. The total differential on the Wolverine's probably around 5.9, 6.0. What that means is the blue one is flaring considerably more, and because of that, it's going to hook considerably more. So we'll do one more from that spot with the blue one. Got that little right. So good shot. I may try to increase rotation on the green one here just a little bit and see if I can at least get it to go flush. But it does feel maybe 3 weaker than the blue one, but again, I think that's a product of the layout more than it is the ball to ball. Missed a little in, but went high flush. I don't know if the blue one would have held from there because it wants to move so much more on the back part of the lane. So big fan right now of the Wolverine Dark Moss. Very smooth, great house shot ball. If I got a little hold to the left and a little hook to the right, this is a great way to blend it out. And a weaker ball, it doesn't force me, left to 20 immediately. So we'll go back right here with the original Wolverine and see if it'll hold from there. Missed a little inside and did not hold like the green one did last shot. So it kind of comes down to which way I want to miss. If I want to be able to miss inside and get away with it, and that was just dead right. So it kind of depends which way you want to be able to miss here. With the blue Wolverine, I have a little bit of miss right. With the green one, I have a little bit of shim. All right, folks, we're back in the pro shop here with the Wolverine Dark Moss. So we saw it there compared to the original Wolverine. Overall, my experience, the Dark Moss is probably a little bit rounder, a little smoother, but overall really, really similar as far as total strength. Where this fits in my arsenal of other Storm stuff, I would probably put it underneath like the Idle Cosmos, probably underneath the Zen line, but not so far down where it's going to overlap with my high roads. So kind of a good, really, really mid ball reaction. The Zens and the Idles for me are kind of that upper mid, stronger end of the middle type of overall hook potential. And then the high roads for me are probably about the weakest ball that I tend to bring with me out of town. So release date on this thing is July 29th. Go to your local pro shop and pick one up then, or come by Millennium Bowling Supply and pick yours up or pre-order. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time, Storm Nation.